Hi, I have a question for you. Are all the events of life something neutral? Or are they bad, or are they good? But definitely, when we see an event, our mind judges the event or classifies it into it being good or it being bad. So my question is, what happens before we judge that event? So before we judge that event, is that event good or is it bad? So when our mind acts upon an event, interprets it, classifies it, judges it, it becomes good or bad. So if an event happens and nobody observes it, is it good or is it bad? Or is it just a happening, an occurrence of nature, of creation, of the cosmos? I think that it is neutral. So all the events of life really are something neutral. And it is our mind that classifies them as being good or evil. And that happens so quickly, so almost instantly. And so that's why it is almost sacrilegious to consider that all the events in life are neutral. For example, a man goes into a cinema and shoots dead 30 people. In a fraction of a blink of an eye, we say that that's absolutely bad. And in no way will we listen to anybody that says that event is neutral. However, I think there is something worth considering in that all the events of life are neutral. And that really it is our mind that makes them a lot worse with its judgment. Obviously, there are events in life that are constructive, edifying, positive, dignifying, building, increasing, evoluting. Then there are events, that are destructive, negative, decompiling, disassembling, destroying, dividing, withering, etc. However, our mind is the one that makes them doubly, that makes the evolving part into something good, fantastic, to be adored, to always be had, never to be lost, attached to, etc. Then our mind also makes the other ones, makes a fear out of them, a terrible aversion to them, a horrifying thing out of them, a tremendous tension, fear, suffering, avoidance of them. Anyhow, now that is true though. If there is good, there is evil. They come together. You can't have one without the other, never. So in any event, there's always a good aspect and a bad aspect. Unfortunately, we are very one-sided. The whole human race, the mentality of the human being is extremely one-sided. We only see something as all bad or something as all good. But that's not true. That's not a balanced way of looking at the events of life. The truth is, if something is good, it has to have a bad side to it, a negative side to it. If something is positive, it has to have somewhere within it, or in its consequences, something negative. By law of the duality, it has to be there. Those two forces, good, positive, bad, negative, have to be in every event. They come together. So if something bad happens to us, we classify it as harmful, something that hurts us, something that disadvantages us, something that inconveniences us. Don't see that all as something negative. Quickly look to find 3 positive things about it. You may have to look quite hard, but I think you'll find it. And as soon as you see them, grab onto them, and then bring them into your perception, into your vision of the event. And if you do that, honestly, sincerely, your perception of the event will change. It will become like neutral. And that the suffering, the pain that we feel will ease, will subside a bit. And the reason why we do suffer and feel pain is because we lack that balance, and we lack a real or a true vision or a true perception of the events. A balanced view is always a more realistic view. And the closer we are to reality, the less we will suffer. The further we are from reality, with our expectations, our ideas, our concepts, our should be, should have, should not happen, etc., we suffer. Far from reality equals suffering, close to reality equals peace. Okay, so I just want to conclude this video now saying that please, please, please look deeply into all the events of your life and the life of others, and in the events of humanity, and see both sides to them. Because by the law of duality, which is almost rules this creation, there is a positive side and a negative side. Of course, many times that the negative outweighs the positive, and the converse, the positive outweighs the negative. Especially in the events, where we get hurt, where we see them as negative, always bring the positive aspects to them. If you can do that, your life will change, your perception will change, you'll get a more realistic view of life. And people, that's important. Everybody, has their negative aspects and their good points too. No one is absolutely bad, useless. They're good for something. They have something that they're good at and good for. And the same thing is not everybody is fantastically, absolutely good. They have their negative sides, their weaknesses too. So to see both things at the same time is a complete vision of the person, and is a more balanced, correct, real vision. And if we have a realer vision, or realer perception, a more objective, balanced perception, that will follow through in our thinking, our emotions and our actions, and we will make less mistakes in our life and accrue less karma or less negative consequences. That is very important in our life, very important. Okay, so I hope this video has helped you. Once again, stay tuned to my channel for other videos on various other topics. Okay, thank you very much, and bye for now.